वर्तमान मिशन में यह LVM3 की 5वीं परिचालन उड़ान है। इसमें CMS-03 नामक संचार उपग्रह का प्रमोशन किया जा रहा है। CMS-03 एक बहुस्पेक्ट्रमी संचार उपग्रह है जो भारतीय भूभाग सहित एक विस्तृत समुद्री क्षेत्र में भी अपनी सेवाएं प्रदान करेगा। लगभग 4,410 किलोग्राम वाला CMS-03 उपग्रह भारतीय धरा से भू समकालिक अंतरण कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाएगा। जियोसिंक्रोनस ट्रांसफर ऑर्बिट में पहुंचने के पश्चात अपोजी मोटर को फायर करके इसे उचित कक्षांतरण किया जाएगा और कुछ समय पश्चात यह जियोसिंक्रोनस ऑर्बिट पर पहुंच जाएगा, जहां से वह निरंतर संचार सेवाएं प्रदान कर सकता है।
We are 3 minutes 10 seconds from the launch. The LVM3 launch vehicle of Isro stands 43.5 meters tall and weighs 642 tons at liftoff. It is designed with improved reliability, operability, and redundancy management. The twin S200 motors of 25 meters length and 205 tons of HTPB-based solid propellants forms the first stage. Each motor develops a peak vacuum thrust of 5,952 kilonewtons. The action time is 126.6 seconds. The second stage is L110, which signifies the 116 tons of earth storable liquid propellant combination of UH-25 and N2O4. Two numbers of high thrust Vikas engines power the stage of LVM3 M5 mission with an operated thrust of 1600 kilonewtons cumulatively. It is 21.4 meters long. The third stage is called C25. It has 28.6 tons of cryogenic propellant loading of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Operating on a gas generator cycle, the engine develops 19.3 tons thrust. Unique to the Mark III launch, it is a very huge rocket. When it ignites, a condition of overpressure is generated. Thrusting of solid rocket motors creates enormous acoustic levels, which have a potential to affect the electronic components in the launch vehicle and satellite. To mitigate the acoustic levels, the acoustic suppression system floods the launch pad with large amount of water through the nozzles, so that a denser medium of water prevails around the rocket for the acoustics to travel through. This is how the acoustic levels are mitigated. I urge the viewers to watch for it. And there is a ground critical system called Cryoarm, which will swing out at T-8 seconds.
Minus 55 seconds.
जहाँ LVM3 पूरी तरह तैयार है प्रमोशन के लिए।
Bottle ready.
Cryo stage ready for launch. Minus 45 seconds. Minus 40 seconds. Minus 35 seconds. Minus 30 seconds.
Real-time programs activated.
Minus 25 seconds. Minus 20 seconds. Minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. S200 motors ignited. Plus 5 seconds.
S200 बूस्टर्स का सफलतापूर्ण प्रज्वलन और LVM3 M5 का उत्थापन द्वितीय प्रमोशन मंच से।
We have a magnificent liftoff, the LVM3 M5 CMS-03 mission in the air. The simultaneous thrusting of the twin S200 motors is indeed a sight to behold.
GSLV Mark III LVM3 के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह हर बार एक कहानी लिखता है। पिछली बार हमने इसे चंद्रयान 3 पर देखा था और अब हम देख रहे हैं LVM3 M5 CMS-03 mission.
a clear Sriharikota sky and the LVM3 silhouette.
Sharp one is in main
Thrill
auto.
and satisfaction together at the countenance of the witnessing Isro scientists.
Sharp 2 is in main auto.
दोनों स्टेप ऑन बूस्टर्स S200 बूस्टर्स सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए अपने उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं, यान को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर ले जाते हुए।
The Shah's tracking station continued to track the trajectory.
First stage performance normal.
प्रथम चरण का कुल कार्यकाल 126 सेकंड का होगा। तत्पश्चात S200 बूस्टर शांत हो जाएंगे और उन्हें यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा। इस कड़ी में अगला चरण L110 चरण का प्रज्वलन है।
L110 इंजन स्टार्टेड।
जी हाँ, इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है। द्वितीय चरण L110 चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
We have a confirmation from the Range Operations Director that the second stage L110 has commenced its operation.
L110 engine performance normal.
The two Vikas engines together generating 1600 kilonewtons thrust in its high thrust version.
S200 motors separated.
रेंज ऑपरेशन निदेशक ने भी इसकी पुष्टि की। दोनों S200 बूस्टर्स को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है। वर्तमान में L110 स्टेज, जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, प्रज्वलित है और यान को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर ले जा रहा है।
We have had the separation of the S200 motors and L110 is currently thrusting.
तरल नोदक पर आधारित यह चरण उच्च प्रणोद वाले विकास इंजन की मदद से कुल 1600 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है। इंजन की अधिकतम प्रभावी क्षमता प्राप्त करने के लिए इसमें ईंधन और ऑक्सीडाइजर का खास अनुपात में मिलाकर प्रज्वलित किया जाता है। इस चरण का प्रज्वलन काल कुछ 200 सेकंड का होगा।
First stage performance normal.
The tracking station at Charles Sriharikota continues to track and the Port Blair station will start to acquire signals at about
Payload fairing separated.
plus 200 seconds onwards. Now we have a separation of payload fairing.
जी हाँ, अब यान 115 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई प्राप्त कर चुका है और इस वजह से यह घने वातावरण से बाहर जा चुका है। अब ऊष्मा कवच की आवश्यकता नहीं रह जाती, इसलिए इसे यान से पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
The payload fairing has been jettisoned as the rocket has cleared the dense atmosphere. There's no need anymore to give aerodynamic shape to the rocket or to safeguard the satellite against aerodynamic heating.
Plus 4 minutes. First stage performance normal.
L110 स्टेज वर्तमान में प्रज्वलनरत है। सामान्य निष्पादन करता हुआ द्वितीय चरण LVM3 रॉकेट का कुछ ही क्षणों में हम देखेंगे। यह L110 स्टेज अपना कार्यकाल समाप्त कर शांत हो जाएगा और कुछ ही उसके पश्चात क्रायो स्टेज का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा।
Cryo stage ignition authorized.
While the L110 stage is still operating, the cryo stage ignition has been authorized. For the present mission, L110 stage is scheduled to burn for 197.8 seconds.
First stage separated.
And here we have a confirmation of the staging event.
Cryo stage ignition confirmed.
Now the third stage of LVM3, the cryogenic stage, has commenced its operation.
जी हाँ, यहाँ दर्शकों में उल्लास देखा जा सकता है। दर्शक ही नहीं, यहाँ के वैज्ञानिक जो कि सबसे जटिल कहे जाने वाले क्रायोजेनिक इंजन का प्रज्वलन देखकर बहुत ही उत्साहित हैं। यह सफलतापूर्वक प्रज्वलित कर दिया गया है।
A jubilant scene here in the Mission Control Center at Sriharikota and also among the visitors gallery. The cryo stage has commenced its operation and it's continuing to operate with
Cryo stage performance
28.6
normal.
tons of cumulative propellant
Plus
loading
6
of
minutes.
liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The engine develops 200 kilonewton thrust.
यान अपेक्षित पथ का पूर्णतः अनुकरण करता हुआ उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर जा रहा है। LVM3 रॉकेट के ऊपरी चरण को हम क्रायोजेनिक अपर स्टेज कहते हैं, क्योंकि इसमें क्रायोजेनिक ईंधन, लिक्विड हाइड्रोजन और लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन का प्रयोग किया जाता है। इस इंजन में गैस टरबाइन की मदद से लगभग 200 किलोन्यूटन का सामान्य प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है। इस चरण का कार्यकाल लगभग 644 सेकंड का होगा। इस चरण का व्यास 4 मीटर तथा ऊंचाई 13.5 मीटर की होती है। इस चरण में दिशा निर्धारण के लिए इंजन जिम्बल कंट्रोल और रिएक्शन कंट्रोल सिस्टम्स का प्रयोग किया जाता है। कुल 28.6 टन क्रायो ईंधन का इस्तेमाल इस अंतरिक्ष यान में किया जा रहा है।
+7 minutes.
क्रायो चरण सबसे जटिल इंजन होता है, क्योंकि क्रायो ईंधन जैसे लिक्विड हाइड्रोजन का
Cryo
बॉइलिंग
stage
पॉइंट
performance normal.
-253 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड और लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट -183 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होता है। इस तापमान में ईंधन को तरल बनाए रखना तथा इसका कार्यान्वयन करना सबसे जटिल होता है, लेकिन भारत अब इसमें पूरी तरह स्वायत्ता प्राप्त कर चुका है और इस चरण को इसरो नोदन कॉम्प्लेक्स महेंद्रगिरी द्वारा तैयार तथा परीक्षित किया गया है। यह प्रमोचन पूर्वी दक्षिणी दिशा का है। वर्तमान में पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित ग्राउंड स्टेशन हम तक इस यान के आंकड़े उपलब्ध करा रहे हैं।
+8 minutes.
The satellite for this mission is CMS-03, which is a communication satellite operating on multiple bands. It is meant to provide services over a wide oceanic region, including the Indian landmass. To enable constant visibility of a satellite towards a particular region on Earth, the period of revolution of satellite in orbit should be same as the period of rotation of Earth on its own axis. This practically can be achieved if the satellite is placed at a slot at
Cryo stage
36,000
performance
kilometers
normal.
above the equator. Launching a satellite into a geostationary orbit involves a meticulously planned series of steps. The LVM3
Plus
M5
9
rocket
minutes.
is expected to place CMS-03 satellite at an altitude of 180 kilometers with an inertial velocity of 10.15 kilometers per second. This orbit will have a perigee at 170 kilometers, which is the shortest distance of the satellite from Earth, and an apogee of 29,970 kilometers. That is the farthest it will be in the initial orbit, which is a temporarily stable orbit. The thrusters of the satellite are fired using the propellant carried on board at a precise point so that the apogee is at 36,600 kilometers. The next phase is the circularization of the orbit through a series of fine-tuned burns at apogee. That is how the satellite's velocity and trajectory are adjusted,
10 minutes.
and the satellite is placed at a precise slot in geostationary orbit. The designated orbital slot determines the launch window. Maintaining a satellite in geostationary orbit, ensuring its effectiveness and longevity, is quite a task in itself. Gravitational perturbations due to the celestial bodies and the space weather are common causes for the disturbance
Cryo
of
stage
satellite
performance normal.
position from its slot. A process known as station keeping involves firing the thrusters to counteract these forces. Presently, the cryogenic stage is operational and the performance is normal.
LVM3 भारतीय प्रमोचक यानों की श्रेणी में 5वीं पीढ़ी का प्रमोचक यान है, जिसकी क्षमता 8000 किलोग्राम उपग्रह को निम्न भू कक्षा में ले जाने की है। LVM3 के पिछले मिशन LVM3M4 में भारत के गौरवशाली चंद्रयान 3 का प्रक्षेपण 14 जुलाई 2023 को हमने देखा था, जिसके माध्यम से भारत चंद्रमा के दक्षिणी ध्रुव के पास सफलतापूर्वक उतरने वाला पहला देश बन चुका है। 2023 में ही LVM3 M3 और M2 ने OneWeb के कुल 36 उपग्रहों को प्रमोचित कर एक कीर्तिमान हासिल किया था। यह LVM3 की 5वीं प्रचालनरत उड़ान है। जून 2017 से शुरू करते हुए 2 विकासशील उड़ानें हुई और उसके पश्चात LVM3 रॉकेट को पूर्णतः प्रचालित कर इसमें 4 प्रसिद्ध प्रमोचन हो चुके हैं, जिसमें चंद्रयान 2, OneWeb के 2 मिशन और चंद्रयान 3 शामिल हैं। इस कड़ी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए आज हम देख रहे हैं CMS-03 का प्रमोचन, और दर्शकों को याद दिला दें, यही वह प्रमोचक यान होगा जिसमें कुछ आवश्यक बदलाव के साथ गगनयान के रूप में प्रयोग किया जाएगा। वर्तमान में क्रायोजेनिक स्टेज प्रज्वलित है, सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ रहा है।
We are 12.5 minutes past the launch, and the altitude attained is 179.2 kilometers. The cryo stage operational.
आप देख सकते हैं पूर्णतः अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करते हुए LVM3 लॉन्च व्हीकल। वर्तमान में सापेक्ष गति 7.27 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड तथा ऊंचाई 174 किलोमीटर। लगभग 4410 किलोग्राम वाला CMS-03 उपग्रह भारतीय धरा से भू समकालिक अंतरिक्ष कक्षा में प्रमोचित किया गया है। अब तक का यह सबसे भारी उपग्रह है। यह अपने आप में कीर्तिमान स्थापित करने वाला है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
Plus 14 minutes.
For the present mission, the cryogenic stage is expected to operate for more than 640 seconds.
CMS-03 संचार उपग्रह बहु स्पेक्ट्रमी संचार उपग्रह है, जो भारतीय भूभाग सहित एक विस्तृत समुद्री क्षेत्र में अपनी सेवाएं प्रदान करने जा रहा है। क्रायो ईंधन का विशिष्ट आवेग 450 सेकंड का होता है। यही कारण है कि यह ईंधन अन्य ईंधनों की तुलना में अधिक प्रभावी व कुशल माना जाता है। यही संख्या पृथ्वी भंडारित ईंधन के लिए 315 सेकंड और ठोस नोदक के लिए 275 सेकंड की होती है। इस चरण में उच्च प्रणोद वाले क्रायोजेनिक इंजन CE-20 में 28.5 टन नोदक की मदद से कुल 200 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न हो रहा है। कुछ ही क्षणों में अंतःक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त कर ली जाएंगी। तत्पश्चात क्रायोजेनिक स्टेज बंद हो जाएगा और हमारा अंतरिक्ष यान CMS-03 को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाएगा।
The trajectory of the rocket is closely following the prediction. In a few seconds from now, the cryogenic stage would have completed its operation. Up next, we will be watching the satellite injection into its intended orbit.
वर्तमान में ब्रूने स्थित भू स्टेशन हम तक यान के आंकड़े उपलब्ध करा रहे हैं। यान की ऊंचाई 176 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 9.63 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। क्रायोजेनिक स्टेज के सभी तंत्र सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए
CMS-03 satellite separated.
जी हाँ, इसकी पुष्टि हो चुकी है। CMS-03 अंतरिक्ष यान को सफलतापूर्वक उद्देश्य कक्षा में स्थापित कर दिया गया है और इसके साथ ही यह मिशन सफल होता है।
We have had a successful mission of LVM3 M5 CMS-03. 8th successful mission for the LVM3 rocket, 5th in its operational series. CMS-03 delivered into its intended orbit.
LVM3 M5 CMS-03 mission accomplished. Handing over to mission director.
Mission director here. LVM3 M5 launch vehicle has injected CMS-03 spacecraft to the intended orbit. Mission has been successfully accomplished.
जी हाँ, अभी आपने सुना ये हर्षोल्लास का पल जब LVM3 M5 CMS-03 पूर्णतः सफल रहा है। CMS-03 उपग्रह को उद्देश्य कक्षा में स्थापित कर दिया गया है।
Jubilant situation here in the mission control center upon the success of the mission. Up next is the address by Chairman Isro, Dr. V. Narayanan.
Good evening to all of you. I am happy to announce that LVM3 M5 launch vehicle has successfully injected the CMS-03 communication satellite in the required orbit. The satellite weighing 4,410 kg is precisely injected within the specification of the orbit. Let me congratulate the entire Isro community, the project teams, all the team members and our industrial partners for your outstanding contribution for accomplishment of this great mission. This is our 103rd launch from Sriharikota and the 8th successful mission of the LVM3 launch vehicle. As all of you are aware, the previous LVM3 vehicle, that is the LVM3 M4, launched the most prestigious Chandrayaan-3 mission. That mission brought glory to the India as the first country to land the spacecraft successfully near the south pole of the moon. Today's mission has brought yet another important glory to India. The CMS-03 is the heaviest satellite launched by the LVM3 to the GTO orbit so far. For accomplishing this, the vehicle has to be improved, the performance has to be improved in multiple directions for enhancing the payload capability by 10%. In today's mission, all the vehicles systems have performed satisfactorily and the orbit we have achieved within the required specification. I am also happy to announce that till today, we have done 8 LVM3 launches, including the first experimental mission. And all the launches so far accomplished by the LVM3 vehicle is 100% successful. This great success is due to the open work culture of Isro, meticulous and systematic mechanisms put in place for the review of various activities and the dedicated, hard and smart work of Team Isro along with our industrial partners. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you, our family members, our industrial partners and the academia who have wholeheartedly support for this mission. Coming to the satellite, the CMS-03 satellite is a multi-band communication satellite with coverage over a wide oceanic region, including the Indian landmass, and is designed for providing communication services for at least 15 years. The satellite incorporates a host of new technologies and yet another shining example of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Let me congratulate the entire satellite team spread across various Isro centers for realizing this very, very important, improved, complex satellite for the communication capability of our country. I must tell that we had really a tough, challenging time during the launch campaign. You know, the weather was not that cooperative. But then, let me take this opportunity to compliment each and every one of you. Even under this difficult weather condition, we could come out successfully and accomplish this mission in a grand manner and successful manner. Dear friends, let me also congratulate all the review team members, chairmen and members of various committees, including our mentors and earlier leaders who have shoulder to shoulder with us for accomplishment of this mission. We really congratulate and compliment each and every one of you and our family members on this occasion. And I also would like to announce an important experiment what we have carried out. The indigenously developed C-25 cryogenic stage. For the first time, we have, after successfully injecting the satellite in the orbit and reorienting the stage, for the first time, we have successfully ignited the thrust chamber. For the first time, reignited the thrust chamber. And this is going to be a great experiment which is going to feed data for restarting the cryogenic stage in future, for enabling the mission flexibility for placing multiple satellites in various orbits using the Bahubali rocket LVM3. Once again, my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. Now, along with me, we have got the project directors of the both launch vehicle and satellite, and all the center directors who have worked hard for accomplishment of this mission. Let us hear first from the LVM3 project director, Mr. Victor Joseph. Mr. Victor Joseph.
Good evening, Isro. Good evening, India. LVM3 has done it once again. Most respected Chairman Isro, former Chairman Kiran Kumar sir, center directors, senior members and dignitaries here, and all those present here and online. Congratulations to each one of us for the 8th successful mission of LVM3. And this time, the vehicle has lifted the heaviest communication satellite from the Indian soil, the CMS-03, and injected it into the required orbit. And also for the first time, we have demonstrated the reignition of the cryogenic engine. On this proud occasion, my sincere thanks to our beloved chairman for his continuous guidance and encouragement, and to all the center directors for their constant support. Special appreciation to all the review forums that meticulously examined every system, ensuring this flawless mission. My heartfelt thanks to the system development agencies across all launch vehicle centers, industry partners, assembly and integration teams, technical facilities, and quality assurance groups. This success truly reflects ISRO's spirit of teamwork. A warm thanks also to the family members of all team members for their unwavering support behind the scenes. Finally, I wish to acknowledge my project team, Vehicle Director Sri Biju Thomas, Associate Vehicle Director Sudish Kumar, Associate Project Director Sri Raj Shagar, Deputy Project Directors, and every member of our team. Your technical excellence and commitment made this achievement possible. And before concluding, I wish Spacecraft Director and team for very successful spacecraft operations in the coming days. And with the same determination and teamwork, we will continue to make our nation proud. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Now we will hear from the CMS-03 project director, Sri Rajendra Kumar.
Respected Chairman ISRO, Center Directors, colleagues, dignitaries present here, and all viewers watching this telecast. Good evening to all. It's a glorious launch of LVM3 M5 that has injected the CMS-03, the heaviest communication spacecraft from Indian soil, to the geostationary transfer orbit. In this joyous occasion, I express my sincere gratitude to the entire launch vehicle team for providing the spacecraft a precise orbit and giving a good beginning for the spacecraft mission. With the latest updates received from our mission team, the injection rates during spacecraft separation have been benign and the health of the spacecraft is normal. Starting from tomorrow, a series of orbit raising operations will be carried out to place the spacecraft in the intended geostationary orbit. On the technology front, as our chairman has already told, a number of indigenously developed technologies have been incorporated into this multi-band communication spacecraft, yet another stride by ISRO towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. I thank entire spacecraft team for working relentlessly in realizing this advanced communication spacecraft. I also thank all the teams across ISRO centers who have been a part of and contributed to this project. Looking forward to a successful spacecraft mission, I conclude. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now we will hear from the leaders of ISRO. First we will start with Mr. Nilesh Desai, Director of Space Application Center, who has realized the various payloads for the satellite. Yes, Nilesh.
Thank you, Chairman sir, and all the dignitaries present here and all the participants in this very great event. Let me first congratulate Team ISRO as well as launch vehicle team, satellite team, and my own payload team for this stupendous achievement. And 7 has always been a lucky number. So we had GSAT 7 earlier and now GSAT 7 repeat. So let me compliment the user also, and we assure them that we'll provide very good services for next 15 years. As has been already pointed out, this GSAT-7R or the CMS-03 will be having a multi-band payload in UHF, S, C and KU band. And that is the requirement of the users have been all fulfilled with a very wide coverage. And we'll have a lot of MD activities using this particular satellite. So let me compliment my payload team, especially for doing lot of indigenous elements like GAN SSPA. Then we have a OMUX which has been indigenously built. And like that, many other new technologies. And first time we have tested a digital processor. So that will also go a long way into feeding into the future requirements related to SDR-based configurable payloads for our users. So let me once again compliment Team ISRO as well as my own payload team at Space Applications Center Ahmedabad and wish all the best for this mission. Thank you.
Next we will hear from Mr. Rajarajan, who is the Director of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center.
Respected Chairman ISRO, the mentors, invitees, all my dear colleagues and the entire project team, once again, all the best for the spacecraft as well as for a job well done for putting the spacecraft within the required orbit. Coming to after 2 years, as our chairman pointed out, we are coming back with our LVM3 launch vehicle, and once again, we have made a successful launch with all those, in spite of the inclement weather conditions and all through the difficult launch campaign, we have taken a call to have this launch in this time. And we proved that the vehicle's robustness is kept, and the entire launch campaign across all the team has worked in a well-coordinated manner and with an open discussion in all aspects. And that's why it proved that this vehicle is capable of launching such a heavy spacecraft. As we demonstrated, this is a series of vehicles in which it has proven its success rate, and I'm glad that the entire team, the staff from all walks of life in our organization has put in their effort and might and worked to the perfection of what is required from each one of them. At this juncture, I also thank the entire family members of all the colleagues who have been really giving the moral support so that we are able to deliver in time for all these vehicles. Wishing you a great success in the coming days for the spacecraft and the team. Thank you.
We have with us the Director of U.R. Rao's Satellite Center, Dr. Shankaran. Under his leadership, the satellite was realized.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. Let me start by giving a status update on the spacecraft. Those who have been following the previous missions and this mission, the propulsion valves have opened and the control system is able to take care of the spacecraft by firing thrusters. And this mission also has a very new antenna, which is a collapsible helix antenna, which has been developed for the first time. This antenna also, the base has been released as soon as the injection is over. That is the first activity after the propulsion valves are open. The CHA antenna base also has been successfully released. Unlike the smaller satellites, the solar panel in this mission will be opened after 5 days after going to the geosynchronous orbit. So we'll have to, but with the one panel which is looking at sun, the generation of power is happening and the spacecraft is well on its way towards reaching its final orbit. Let me take this opportunity to thank the launch vehicle community, particularly the LVM3 team, for delivering this satellite in its intended initial orbit. However, the job for us continues. Not only that we have to make the satellite, now we have to tend this satellite till it reaches its intended orbit, allow it to develop its functionalities and make it work for its entire lifetime up to about 15 years. So this work starts, and with the help of our friends at the master control facility Hassan, our teams, the spacecraft teams, are going to do this job. Best wishes to the entire project team and all the mission team, and congratulations to everyone who is present here, particularly to the user team who have been an excellent support throughout this realization of this spacecraft. The user team has been very, very supportive of us, for us in realizing, fully understanding our difficulties. Thank you, the team, for your support, and wishing everyone all the very best. Way to go. Jai Hind.
Now we will hear from the lab chairman and the Satish Dhawan Space Center director, who has faced a very, very tough weather condition, Mr. Padma Kumar.
Great job. Congratulations to each one of you. Actually, the weather has given us a great challenge. Cyclone Monda. And we did a great forecast to enable us to confidently go to UT. And the vehicle has braved the entire 1.5 days of heavy rain and very high winds. We were able to actually brave this weather and get the vehicle in its pristine condition, getting ready for the launch on today. My SHA team, each one of you are a hero. The kind of work that you have delivered is really great, and all other teams who have supported them during this difficult period, and we have come out of it, and we have shown that we can even operate through a cyclone. Thank you all. Let us do this job again and again.
This mission has got 3 liquid propulsive stages, including the cryogenic stage and the satellite propulsion. This is successfully realized by LPSC and Isro Propulsion Complex Mahendragiri with the support of other centers. We have got the directors of LPSC, Mr. Mohan, and the IPRC director, Mr. Asir Pakiraj. We will hear from them. First, Mr. Mohan.
Congratulations, India. Congratulations, Isro, because this is basically a very important spacecraft for the national program, and it's great that Isro has been able to do this job probably very close to the timeline what is demanded. As already mentioned, this was the heaviest spacecraft that has been launched from the LVM3 for a GTO mission, and the heaviest spacecraft also had a novel indigenous component of the propellant tank, around 1200 liters of biggest propellant tank was realized by the LPSC team, and which is integrated into the spacecraft, which is going to take its journey towards the final intended orbit. And also we have the to increase the payload capability from the cryogenic stage. The thrust was also increased by around 0.3 tons, which also gave additional payload improvement to meet this requirement of higher mass as well as the orbital requirements. And finally, when we have the cryogenic ignition initially, and the entire 700 plus seconds was functioning completed to come to the satellite injection, cryogenic stage was shut down and the satellite was injected. But as an experiment, we have reignited the engine in a very difficult ignition conditions of a hard vacuum, and that was also successfully demonstrated by the change in acceleration, and that is a great experiment which is going to give us a lot of confidence in the future to proceed with flexible mission programs. So all in all, the L110 stage and the cryogenic stage as well as satellite propulsion system all have functioned very nicely, and the satellite propulsion team has a further long way to go. I'm sure we are going to have a very successful journey beyond this stage and to the final orbit. So congratulations specifically to the LPSC team, also the integration team at IPRC and the IPRC entire combined team of both the centers. And I'm sure we will have many more successes within the next few months itself. Thank you. Congratulations again. Jai Hind.
Good evening to all. Congratulations to the entire nation. It has been very challenging to make the liquid stages, the testing of the liquid engines of L110 stage and the cryogenic stage, the integration of the L110 stage and the C25 stage for this mission, as well as the testing of the entire spacecraft propulsion systems at IPRC Mahendragiri has been very successfully completed. Apart from that, the supply of the ultra-high pure liquid hydrogen for this mission has been produced at IPRC Mahendragiri and has been supplied for this mission. So all well so far. The entire launch vehicle systems have worked fantastically, reaching the desired orbit for the satellite injection, and the satellite is also performing well, and wishing all the best for the further moving the satellite from the GTO to GSO and to drift further the satellite to the destined final orbit. And also all the best for the functions there within the satellite to do the great service for the nation. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
The inertial systems for the launch vehicle and the satellite is delivered by the Isro Inertial System Unit, led by Mr. Soumya Narayana. Please.
Thank you, sir. Most respected Chairman ISRO, all center directors, dignitaries and all my colleagues, good evening to all of you. As Chairman ISRO already pointed out, all our inertial systems functioned very precisely and orbit is injected with good accuracy. And hearty congratulations to all of you, and I wish satellite team also all the operations to be followed with grand success, and the mission will be grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you. We have with us the Human Spaceflight Center Director, D.K. Singh. So, D.K. Singh, for your views.
Good evening, everyone. I think evening cannot be better than this when Mark III lifted the heaviest satellite from our soil and delivered it where it has to be. Compliment to the launch vehicle team, and I wish all the best for the satellite team who has realized a very complex satellite and a payload within India, which will give users the services and definitely the operational superiority. All the best. Thank you.
We have got with us the telemetry and tracking activity carried out, the entire activity is carried out by ISTRAC, and we have got with us Dr. Anil Kumar, the director of ISTRAC. Dr. Anil Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to all. It's a momentous and joyous occasion for the whole nation and also ISRO. Let me congratulate all the ISRO team for these wonderful achievements. As far as ISTRAC elements are concerned, all the ground stations, communication links, ground segment, software segments, including Vedas, everything worked as expected. And also let me appreciate the efforts of our software reliability team and reliability who has done a wonderful review process. And thank you all, and let me wish all the very best for the spacecraft. Jai Hind. Thank you.
As it was told, right now the satellite is totally healthy. Whatever problem we faced in the NVS-02 problem, we have overcome. Right now the valves are opened. And now it is a very busy time in Sriharikota. We are targeting 7 launches in this finance year in next 5 months time frame. And the launch preparations are in full swing for the next mission, which is also going to be a LVM3 mission by NCIL, LVM3 M6, to launch a customer communication satellite. In fact, the entire activities are going on. We are targeting this by the second week of December. Then we have got the NCIL mission PSLV C62, which is also going to place a user-funded satellite EOS-01 before this end of this year. Followed by a SSLV L1 mission, again going to place a customer satellite. And yet another very, very important mission, we are going to have a PSLV vehicle placing the technology demonstration satellite, in which we are going to demonstrate 34 new technologies. Followed by the EOS-5 or GASAT-1 satellite going to be placed by the GSLV F-17 vehicle. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, we have rolled out, Government of India has rolled out the space sector reform. Based on that, 5 PSLV vehicles were given to the industry consortium. And the first vehicle is successfully realized, and we are in the process of final assembly, and first launch is also targeted in this finance year. Another important activity what you all are waiting is the Gaganyaan activity. We have done whatever best possible work, and as you all know, we are supposed to accomplish 3 uncrewed missions before going for the crewed mission, and we all are working for the uncrewed mission, first uncrewed mission, in which a off-humanoid is going to fly, LVM3 is going to fly. The activities are progressing well. In fact, most of the hardware has reached Sriharikota. The assembly activities are progressing well. Once again, I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. As there is a saying, the reward for hard work is more work. Our hands are full before this finance year, as I told. 7 more launches we have to accomplish. I request each and every one of you to extend better cooperation for accomplishing all these missions in a grand, successful manner, meeting the vision and direction of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Thank you. Thank you. Jai Hind.